Alright, just wanted to make a video about the tests that life throws at you. Now, whatever your belief system, be it Christianity, Judaism, Islam, one of the big three monotheistic religions, be it Buddhism, be it anything, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your belief system is. I think a universal truth is that life throws tests at you. Okay? The frequency of these tests and the importance of these tests can vary, but a universal truth is that life throws tests at you. And the purpose of these tests seemingly is to make us stronger. Okay? Now, I believe personally that we're in a constant state of being tested. Not necessarily a constant state, but we're being tested frequently. It's a frequent thing for us to be tested. And it's important to persevere through these tests and improve ourselves. This is how we constantly improve ourselves. Every day you should hope that by the end of the day, in some way, you're a better person than you were the day before. And that's how you can live the most fulfilling life, in my opinion. So, but it's important not to be bogged down with thoughts about being tested. Because, I've fallen into that trap where I say, where, I'll come to a situation and it will seem obvious to me that I'm being tested. And I'll say, this is a test, What's the correct answer? What's the correct choice? What's my next move? And I'll stress. I'll say, I need to make the right choice or something bad's going to happen, Or after I make the choice, I'll reevaluate the whole situation and say, well, that was clearly a test. Did I make the right choice? If I didn't make the right choice, what was the right choice? If I did make the right choice, blah, blah, blah. You overanalyze. You think too deeply. And while we are being tested a lot, and we are tested a lot, don't necessarily think of it as a test. It's something to me that is true, but I try to not think about that much because basically it's important to let go of unnecessary thoughts. In that way we can clear our mind for more productive things. And while it is true that we are tested a lot, I try to let go of that thought, because if I don't think about it, then that frees me up to learn from it, as opposed to learning that we are being tested. I can learn what I need to learn from each individual test. Now, like I said, who's testing us? This can vary from belief system. Like I said, right now, I am not trying to convince you of my belief system or of any belief system. That's not the purpose for this video. I'm pretty sure, I will get to a point where I start saying what I believe and saying why I believe it and why I think it's the most logical choice. But right now, that's not my purpose. So whether it be God Almighty, whether it be Jesus, whether it be Allah, however you want to pronounce it, whether it be Adonai, whether it be anything, whether it be a test which you created yourself, and you believe that as a God, as a God or a part of God, you are able to test yourself, which is more in line with what I believe. That's one way to look at it. Or, you could believe that your reality is simply a product of your mind, which, is a slippery slope. So I wouldn't recommend going too deep down there, To quote The Matrix, you may not want to go down that rabbit hole. But it's one possible viewpoint. And so, focus on... So, to me, that's a common truth between all faiths. Or at least it should be. And since it's a common truth, we can focus on it. Let's not get bogged down with our differences, but rather, let's focus on how we are alike. And I think this is one way in which at least most faiths are alike, and therefore we can focus on that truth, because as I said, there are multiple truths. There's not just one truth. There are multiple ways to God, to enlightenment, as I would say, depending on what you want to call it, but there are multiple paths. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. Remember that. It's a very important concept. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. So just think about all this, and I mean, I love discussing these things. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything, just leave me a comment, send me a message, anything.